got low. Can you talk real quick? Let me see if I can hear you.
Not a chance to get Jackson Olsen at the plate, who has come up lame. Oh, no.
Oh, wow.
It looks like he might be hurt. No!
Okay, so now to finish it off, we have our top 10 fights out of all the anime. We will do it again, bottom up. So 12, we can start with your number 10.
Number 10, I'm gonna start off hot and sizzly, is Gojo versus Jogo, the magma head nigga that looks weird as fuck from fucking
Kaisen.
Jujutsu Kaisen. And this was a amazing fight. Animation we got to see from it. The fucking his power. First off, you guys have not watched Jujutsu Kaisen yet. When you watch it, you will fall in love. Takes off these blindfolds. He has the most bluest eyes ever. All kind of pause, of course. Actually, no, play.
No.
Bro, once he does the little thing and he dies slowly, it's damn.
Females, that ain't for your ass,
bro. Waifu was one thing, but waifu, that's
he spit out this water and shit. Man.
No, but all honesty, all through this though, like this fight led the way for me to say like this fucking show is actually up there. I like the show, of course. It's a really good show. Of course, season 2 and shit like that. Next season coming out soon. Hopefully, we'll get back into a lot more with this. This fucking fight, endless, fucking eternal void, bro. This nigga, he is probably one of the strongest and most overpowered characters ever in fucking
anime. General, of course. Yes. Yeah. No question. I wouldn't even argue.
Oh man, good fucking fight. Go watch the fight.
Man. Okay, so for my number 10, we are staying with Jujutsu Kaisen, but we are switching the fight up. It is Yuji and Toto versus Hanami. Said, what's your type? Like tall women with big butts, like Jennifer Lawrence. Said, man, listen, that fight was amazing. From him basically teaching him to,
as they were fighting.
Exactly. As they were fighting, to teach him how to pull off a Black Flash against an opponent of that strength was just like, man, you gotta watch it, man. I'm trying to tell you, it's worth it. This show has some great characters, amazing fights. I can't really say, I wouldn't say it's a bad story, but I can't really say great story just because it's only been one season and we don't know where it's going really yet. That's all I can say. And I haven't seen the movie. So for people who have seen the movie, that may flesh out a bit more. So
the same with me.
Okay, so maybe not. Okay. Yeah, so I don't know too much about story. Can't really judge that. I'm going to wait till we get the second season. But I have enjoyed the characters and I have enjoyed the fight scenes. Fantastic. So that's my number 10.
Definitely. And we kept with Jujutsu Kaisen. We don't. My number 9. It comes in because we talked about it inside of one of our top arcs, of course, and it is Deku versus Todoroki. This fight just brought out Todoroki being my favorite My Hero character right now. Only because I know for a fact that it is subjected to change if possible. Probably not though. But just watching Todoroki as a like this fight show with him as a kid, his mama throwing hot water on him because he looks like his father. First off, that's a shitty ass parent. But that's my own. happy place.
Hell no.
But this fight just brought out you're not just a ice nigga, you're icy hot. Like
Hell
you
no,
can
yeah.
like this is and my man's favorite character said that.
And then Bakugo, yes,
Yeah.
sir.
So fucking this fight brought out a lot for me to watch because of the animation itself. When they do the fucking the pull down the air and then heat it up real quick versus Deku coming in with a giant fucking. He came first off. The nigga tried to punch through air so fucking hard that he thought that it was even gonna do something to this. If the fucking submission didn't come up, Deku was gonna lose regardless. This first off, my nigga, you jump so hard, both your legs is flailing, and then now your other arm is fucked up too. It's over with, my guy. It's over with. Man. But this fight had it all for me. I couldn't put this any farther up or down my list because of who I have, but this fight paves the way for Todoroki becoming inside that big three and becoming a superhero as said earlier.
Man, okay. So for my number 9, I have. So we sticking with Jujutsu Kaisen for my number 9. I have Yuji and Nobara versus Ketjisu and Eso on that bridge. Fight. Nobara is hands down one of my favorite female characters. She may be my favorite character on the show. It's between her and Yuji for sure. So we might have to do a top female character list of all time because oh my god. And I'd have a theme with that list as well. I absolutely love her character. Fierce, she doesn't back down. She's legit. That fight, her and Yuji basically teaming up to go against the two curses on the bridge. That just it's worth watching the whole show just to really get to that fight with the black flashes and all that they pull off, and just it's so the graphics and all that. It's so amazing how they're fighting. They pull the switcheroo in the middle of the fight, and just it starts from a ways away to them running to the bridge and then them continuing on, and it's legit. It's a legit fight. I definitely recommend watching Jujutsu Kaisen. It has, as you can see, I have 2 on the list. It has some of the best fights, hands down. So that's my number 9.
Literally, Juju probably has some of the some of the best fights. But I'm gonna switch it up to one of my number 8. I'm gonna switch it up a little bit, and it is Jin Moria versus Jagal. This is when Sun Wukong comes into play, and we get to see
final fight.
Yes.
Yeah.
We get to see this man use a power pole to the actual extent of using a power pole, if that's a Dragon Ball Z reference. Even though Goku should have been the Monkey King, since he was technically a monkey, which is what Frieza calls them, and he is fuck that, he's the king of all Saiyans. Vegeta used to the prince, but this nigga actually now Vegeta did win, I guess. Play a factor inside of it now. Now the king.
Funny as hell.
But Jin Moria comes into play and just straight up, it's a brawl. This show is good to watch if you like fights. Lots of fight scenes inside, really good fight scenes. Animation's good, except for the fucking nose shit.
Nose and ears.
In the ears, yeah, like you have like old 27 or something. Got allergies. Other than that, if you get past that stage, it's amazing. Legit. Fights are fucking amazing, and watching Jin Mori go in this form, this fucking halo on his head that crowns him the monkey. Doesn't say it's monkey though, but San Wukong special, technique. The eyes fucking are. It's you have to go watch this fight.
Mm-hmm.
You have not watched this fight. 16 will back it up.
Yes,
this shit was amazing.
Yeah, I'm so disappointed that we're not getting a second season after seeing that.
I'm so hurt.
That being the way the show ends with that fight, it's like, damn, so we're not finna get another season. That's crazy.
So fucking hurt. They didn't want to overplay his character, bro.
Man.
Monkey King is also my favorite Greek mythology, Greek mythical character. You'll see this list and include some other shit later on down the line. That's how the years that we can. Because we do have a Monkey King game coming out next year. If you guys don't know, go look it out real quick. I'm not promoting. I do want to play that shit. Check out the Twitch.
For sure. Okay. Well, my number 8. I talked about this arc earlier, which it was perfect to do the arcs first and then the fights later. Because I have Natsu versus Sting and Rogue in the Grand Magic Games tournament. Yeah, that seeing Natsu go up against two Dragon Slayers by himself after he knocked Gajeel ass out the fighting shit, to show him go up against them, to seeing them do a unison raid to him, basically like that being nothing and knocking them out still, like just to show who he was and how strong he really was compared to them. Fight was just, man, after I saw it the first time, with a lot of these, after I saw it the first time, I rewatched the fights several fucking times because they were so great. So this was definitely one of the ones that I've watched several times. Just, man, and everything that had led up to them, basically trying to make their reappearance as Fairy Tail, So that added even more weight to it, to them, everybody basically thinking they were like trash and whatnot, to them having to earn their reputation and respect back. It was legit to see, man. It was legit to see.
Bro, and Jeff right there. Hardy Boys.
Man.
The Hardy Boys of the fucking show, man.
I'm dead.
Coming in at my number 6. Yes, number
7.
7. Yes, 7. 7, yes, 7. Coming in at number 7, we have Mob versus Koyama. If you guys have not watched Mob Psycho, you guys should check it out.
Yeah, you seen my face. I have no clue what you were talking about.
So this episode, or this fight, starts off Mob getting a new friend, saving them and coming to Sally to save his brother. Then getting the shit out of him. Probably as long as Freeze got the shit beat out of him and something. Mob was getting the shit beat out of him, and this is a guy who has to. The more his emotions get out of control, because he's out of control, that's when shit hits the fan. This is the first time we see him at full 100%, over 100% destruction, and he was going to go ahead and fucking kill Yama in the gang that he was with. Glad that it settled down. Of course, he didn't do it, but shit was fucking amazing. I love seeing the countdown of it. Once you hit a countdown, start taking, oh shit's about to get real. Man, watching Mob Psycho is 100%. I would put that on to anybody's list to please watch Mob Psycho. It's not too long, just the right amount of anime. The show, just about the same. One Punch Man. If not watched Mob Psycho though, check it out. It is a really good.
So I'm definitely have to check that out because I have not watched that shit.
Love it, bro. I know you actually will love this show.
For sure, definitely gotta check that out. Okay, so for my number 7, haven't really talked about this show on any of my lists or anything like that. Don't have any arcs or anything like that either. But it is the Ichigo versus Ukiura fight. That fight because I watched that when I was younger. That shit had staying power with me when I saw it for the first time. That shit, seeing Ichigo and the holification form, that shit for the first time, like, and Ukiura going all the way to his top transformation form and all that, them going at it, just, man, the animation, and for the time that I'm seeing it, I'm young, I'm really getting into anime for the first time, so that really stuck with me, and still to this day, like, it's still great. It was an amazing fight.
Fucking man. That's
Just,
that
oh my
voice. That voice inside there,
the
bro.
hollering shit that he has when he, it's just, man, bro, it's everything. I'm trying to tell you. You all should definitely check out Bleach. I highly recommend it, especially with the final arc supposed to be coming in October, sometime in October, I believe. So I definitely suggest checking that out. Great fights in there. Great fights.
Especially fights in the air, bro. That fight scene that when they were in the air duking, my gosh,
oh my god!
Ichigo got smacked down and came back up with that full hollow, and they was face to face. He said, "Yeah." At that moment, I knew I was like, "Man, yeah, it's over with, bro. Shit's getting intense." But my number 6 on the list,
yeah, 6,
yes, is Benimaru versus the Infernal Demon.
Okay.
If you guys have not watched Fire Force, I don't talk about this in the list a lot as well either. But Benimaru, I don't know, it's something with fire, bro. I love fire powers, but Benimaru is different. Second generation mixed with third fire sorcerer. This nigga is off the chain. I mean, I won't spoil it if you guys have not watched it too much, but just watching Benimaru take all the fucking little shits around him as he flings it towards the infernos, push the shit through his fucking head. I mean, this animation was critical. If you guys could, if I could, I will watch this fight. I will watch this fight as much as I will watch my number, as much as I watch my number 3 through 1 fights as well. Like, this fucking fight scene was amazing. I will watch this fight over and over and over. Benimaru, of course, is just he's the epitome of what a hero is. This is who a hero should be like. Benimaru. He wants to be somebody who protects the village, who can be there and be helpful, helps rebuild it if he destroys. Puts up shelter for people around them. When the Infernos came out, and I forgot his name, but when he was knocked out on the ground, Benimaru lost his fucking mind and destroyed this. At that point, it showed like this nigga is not to be. I gotta use big words.
Funny as hell. Hell no.
But we get into the top 6 for you now. Be top 5 next, right?
Yeah, 5 will be next for you. Okay, so my number 6. This arc was definitely one I talked about, and I kind of talked about this fight as well earlier. But it is Deku versus Overhaul. Basically seeing Midoriya, a glimpse of what he can do at 100% power. Just, man, the future, the possibilities and whatnot are limitless. It would seem like.
Question though, was he really at 100% because he didn't have access to any of the quirks?
Yeah, I was gonna say that's a good point. I guess 100% of
like the base.
100% base, but not 100% like add-on shit too. So yeah. Basically, that's what that was, I believe. Yeah. So getting to see that, because we know as of now that he's gonna be able to get all the other abilities from previous users of the quirk and whatnot. But yeah, being able to see him do that while protecting Eri with the smile on his face, it was legit. It was a legit moment to see. Seeing him actually kind of be All Might in a sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's exactly the type of way I believe All Might would have handled that kind of situation. So it was really cool to see, and him really wailing on Overhaul. I mean, that animation, beautiful. I got the picture with Airy on his back with him punching Overhaul, and it's a holographic picture and everything. It's beautiful. Like, man, that shit was amazing to me. So that's gotta be on my list. That is my number 6.
That's it. That's like really fucking
Man.
that shit actually slept on just a, like that fight scene was critical. Like, blue that comes to him, man, that fucking
Bro. Beautiful animation.
jumping into our top 5 now. The final 5. Chidori. That's my Sasuke not on my list.
I'm dead. Hell no.
My number
We shall
5.
see.
My number 5 comes in as an anime that probably most people have not seen. This is an anime that I love to death. I talked about it on previous episode before. Came out early 2000s. Animation was still kind of in there, but it is Bon Midu versus Akubane, aka Dr. Jackal. That is from the Get Backers. I love the Get Backers. It's a really good show to me. And watching Bon use his Jagon, which is like these eyes, that reminds me of the Sharingan from Sasuke. These eyes can put you under a hypnosis spell only 1 minute, and he can use it 3 times a day type shit. So kind of limited. He has this really cool snake power grip. Like he grips your fucking face, like kind of like what Zoro did to that big ass swole chick when he was going against the fucking Baroque rope. He grabbed her face and like put her down to her knees. He had to crushed her skull in half. So he has like this death grip that he has, and I currently work on my grip a lot. I got these hand weights to use, trying to get to that strength. But right good. I cannot say enough about this anime. This anime when it comes to the time that it came out. Really good fight. Dr. Jackal does really good at holding on. Okay, Akane throwing shit around, but yeah, it was, man, this fucking arc. This fight got me to see like the true power of not only Ban, but also Genji Amino, which is the other main character part. So good.
For sure. Okay. For my number 5, this is only at number 5. This is definitely gonna move up to number 1 once it's finished, just like the arc. It is Luffy versus Kaido.
How did I know this would be a number 5 right here to match up with
man,
it?
Man, it's just because, like I said earlier, for the Wano arc, it's just because it's not done. That's literally the only reason it is not number 1. Couldn't put it at number 1 just because I don't know how it's going to finish, but I know once it's finished, it will be number 1. So I'm definitely looking forward to seeing how it finishes off. But from what we've seen so far, just the animation has taken a significant step. Like, Wano is great animation wise, but the fight between him and Kaido has taken a significant step forward. Like, it's been amazing to see seeing Luffy getting closer and closer and closer to his next transformation and whatnot. Like, I can't wait to see it when it finally gets here, man. I'm really loving this fight right now. Don't know how it's gonna pick back up after where we just left it, but I can't wait until we get back to it. So that's my number 5, Luffy and Kaido.
Then did you hear that they're gonna fucking slow down on the animations? I think they were overspeeding inside the back, so
Hell no, that's crazy.
beautiful shit. I hope it stays the same. Not too much of a supposedly.
Listen, I just need the Luffy versus Kaido shit. Super high animated, and everything else I can live with.
I can live with that.
No, I feel that, but I can.
Fuck you.
I said I'm glad my favorite is the main character.
Jumping into my number 4, I'm going with Sasuke versus Kenshiki, which is the inside the Boruto movie. When he at the very beginning part, I cannot leave this fight off of my list because Sasuke is one of my favorite characters of all time as well. He just simply goes through his Sharingan and Rinnegan motions, even though he gets the fuck jam, but he goes through these motions so fucking fast. Man, I cannot tell y'all how I was literally sitting here watching it with my homie. And when this happened, I lost my shit.
Man.
Yeah, I was like, yo, he did it again. He did it again. Check it, yo. Man, it was wild as fuck, bro. I was on a different level, bro. Like my hype level was on like 30,000.
Yeah.
Bro, Sasuke and Kinshiki, this fight was fucking beyond amazing. Animation wise, it took Naruto the next level. And Boruto took it down 8,000 level. But it's really good. If you guys can watch the fight again, check it out.
Okay. That's funny because at my number 4, we are staying in the same movie, not that fight, but the later fight in Naruto and Sasuke versus Momoshiki.
I think it was in the chains.
Listen, man. This fight, I've watched this fight so many times, just because it's the first time you get to see them as adults, as Hokage, Naruto, and Sasuke basically like right hand, or left hand, because you say Shikamaru's the right, you can say he's the left hand.
Since he only has a left hand.
Oh, yeah, right? So you can see them, seeing them team up together and really like fighting together, trusting each other to really, take the motherfucker down. There was no like underlying kind of goals and whatnot like there was with taking down Kaguya and all that kind of stuff. With this, it was just like we got to take them down to protect everybody, protect the country or whatnot. No underlying goals and all that. So really seeing them go, I mean, just just really just go all out, unleash, movie budget and all that kind of stuff. So it was beautiful to see, man. And from being a real a real big Naruto fan for so long, it did my heart so good to see them and really going, together and really like going all out, man. Like from their development from the beginning to now, just man, it was great to see.
That fight, Aku,
man,
up until from that point to now, like man,
how far they've come.
Favorite part inside this, nonetheless, is this nigga was stuck inside the change, Rinnegan his way out of it. It was as the Naruto punch. Bro, shit was fucking amazing.
Man. And then putting what was it, the Susanoo
on the nine tail. That fucking armor, that purple and fucking orange, red, yellow. Oh my fucking gosh, bro.
Fire. Hell no, this motherfucker fire. I'm dead.
Man, fucking heat, bro. But jumping into my number 3, the final 3 list, I have here, it's not a one-on-one fight because I couldn't just go into one category, but it is a fight nonetheless. This is more of a, I don't know if you want to call it like an arc fight, but it is like the climax for the arc. And it's the 7 Deadly Sins versus the 6 Knights of Black side of 7 Deadly Sins. So this is when we got to see Bond.
This was the final season.
This is from not the final season. One before he was going against his brother and shit like that.
Okay, yeah.
And just watching them go at it, we got to see Bond, how immortal he really is. The connection that he has with Meliodas, how he would do anything to save him. Have you seen Lucy?
No.
Okay, so
that's what I was asking.
Yeah, so I want to talk about that the connection that leads on.
For sure.
But yeah, just watching this shit, bro, from that fucking seeing what's not Zoldyck. What the fuck is the older brother name? Watching the older,
think of his name.
Yeah,
I know you're talking about the gray hair.
Watching him go against the Pride. Man, Escanor is a fucking savage. And as soon as that clock strikes noon, it is on and popping. Escanor mopped the floor with this guy. Man. I mean, 60 seconds is all it took. He said, "Fuck that, that's all I need." He beat his ass so bad, shot him with a big ass sun power ray, blew up, evaporated an entire fucking ocean area.
Yeah.
Oh my fucking gosh. He hit the nigga so hard, the little brother had to come save him, and they both got sent flying. Like, how do you let one person hit you that damn hard? You fighting Mike Tyson, Muhammad Ali fused together? Like, this man was different, bro. That fight, I couldn't leave that off the list at all because I got to see Bond actually go nuts. He used the fucking fox hunt and the nunchuck shit he was using, and Meliodas gets to go against his fucking younger brother Zoldyck, and they had a fight of fucking all kind of caliber. We got to see the Fairy King, Harlequin, and King, of course, and fucking Diane go against the former king and queen kings of the fucking fairies and giants. Oh man, fucking amazing! It was perfect beauty.
Man.
Then if you guys watch the next season, of course, better. But yes,
man, yeah, I gotta finish that for sure.
So fucking good.
Okay. Now for my number 3, I gotta give a shout out to my homie Bag, Trash Bag. So follow him on Twitch. I think it's a Trash Bag. Yeah, 2 G's. Listen, I still remember this day vividly. I'm on the route at work, driving around, dropping stuff off, and I'm talking to Sims. He said, "Bruh, this new episode of Black Clover, I have watched this episode 10 plus times already, and it just came out today." I'm like, "Okay, bro. I think I think you overhyped. Yeah, I think you overhyping it, bro. I don't really believe you. We'll see when I get home from work." So I'm excited to get home to see. I'm hoping he not finna steer me wrong. So I started watching the episode. I'm okay. It's decent. It's not bad. They do the the little opening, the intro, and all that, and so they have stuff that they show before the opening. So that part is okay. I'm like, okay, it's not bad. Then they show the opening. As soon as you get out of the opening, bam, everything starts. And I'm just like, oh my God, here we go. Let's see if this is really it. I rewatched the episode 5-6 times plus that night. It was legit. So the fight I am talking about is Asta and Yami versus Dante. That fight, my God.
Fucking amazing.
Oh my God. Like, blown away. Like, I don't know if I've ever sat that same day and rewatched the fight that many times and did not get tired of rewatching it at all. Like, it was legit. I rewatched it for the next couple of days. It was so good. Seeing them, everything that man, seeing everything that Asta has done up until this point, all of his training and everything from the time jump and everything to how he looks now to being able to do all that different stuff on the sword and whatnot, to being able to call it, ride on it, and all that kind of stuff. Just amazing. And for him to finally get the validation from Yami, like, I can't do this shit without you. Like, I need you to be able to take this motherfucker down. From Austin not being able to fight, from hearing those words to boom, I'm in it. I'm ready to go. Let's do this, motherfucker. You know what I mean? Just the animation, the music, just everything. It just, man, like the way I'm talking about is, you'd be surprised that it's not my number one, but you'll see why later on.
Oh yeah,
you'll see why later on. You'll see why later on. But it's up. It's just, you gotta watch Black Clover, hands down. This is a top anime for sure. Check it out.
And for those of you who are inside the chat asking, I'm gonna cut this out later on. This is live. This is not a pre-recording. I don't like talking over whenever, like, reading the chat, of course, and going back to this for editing purposes, because we do edit this up on YouTube. So I will cut this part out and then we'll go to YouTube and go live. Yes, we are doing this podcast every Saturday night on the 12/16 podcast. You can see us on Twitch, on Twitter, and on YouTube at the 12 podcast, 12/16 podcast. I'm 12.
I'm 16. You already know how we coming, baby.
That's how we rocking. Yes. Welcome though. We do this every fucking Saturday night, and I hope you have a blast. It's not just anime talk most times, not just One Piece. Also, do a lot of other things, pop culture and other. We just started talking She-Hulk last week. We can get into it probably another time. And Hot D, Hot D being House of the Dragons.
House of the Dragon.
We good. But what is good, X? How are you feeling, my God? Hope you're having a great time out there. You've been live in the chat, so keep it up, big dog. But we're going to... Hell yeah, man. If you are not following, go follow the Lawler 16 Inc. Because it's an incorporation you're building over. INC. Go follow him on Twitch as well. This is my fucking brother of 14 years now?
Something like that. A long ass time, man.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
14. This is my Jarvis Landry to my Odell Beckham. This is my Matt Hardy to my Jeff. This is my Vegeta to Goku. This is that. But yes, we are going into number 1 and the final. Two, yes. Going to our final. We're going into one of the final 2. So my number 2 comes up on the list as a really good show. Again, it's an old show, but I have it kind of mixed off. So it's 2 of them. The first being Goku UI versus Kefla. I can leave that off the list. We talked about it a little bit earlier. And then the second half of that is Edward Eric versus Father out of Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Such a good fucking show. Longest I, as a kid, tried to make alchemy circles and fucking make them work. Shit just don't work for me. I don't know why I'm not finding equivalent inside this universe, but I'm in the wrong fucking universe.
I'm dead.
But yes, watching that right there, that fight took a shit ton out of the show because it just put them over the top. The animation was decent. Fight scenes were great. The Eric brothers versus father. Basically, their father's a piece of shit and is doing dumb things and shit like that and all kind of shit. But Ed, which is the older brother who is the Full Metal Alchemist, shows how to do alchemy the correct way and win without being a dickhead father and deadbeat. So, if you guys have not watched it, much for it. real life movie for it, definitely whack. Not watch the fucking real life movie. If you want to watch it in real life, trash yourself. It's not gonna work.
I'm dead.
But that fight scene was amazing. Like I would have, if I could have picked any fight scene from that, it'd be Roy Mustang versus the Homunculi. That fight was so damn fast. I couldn't get inside here. Roy Mustang is my favorite character from the show. Snap your fingers to your stab, and he set people on fire.
Hey.
Let me see you do it.
Somebody got a follow. Appreciate it. I don't know if it was you or me.
It was you, big dog.
Oh, hey. Appreciate you. Oh, a subscriber. I appreciate you, my guy. I couldn't see the name because we got the whole the Discord stream up. I can't even talk right now. The Discord screen is up, so I can't see the chat. I'm sorry, but I looked on the phone, so I definitely appreciate the subscription, my guy or girl. I appreciate it. Yeah, whatever you identify. I couldn't see the name, so I don't even know what to kind of trying. I just saw Vegeta, so I knew it was a subscription.
Coming through with the sub timber is not over yet. If y'all are not sub up.
Oh shit, that's Granberry.
Oh.
I appreciate it, Granberry. My guy. Appreciate it. Okay. Number 2, right? My number 2?
Yeah, I'm officially done now.
Okay. So my number 2 is, so this is from a movie. This isn't from a show. So it is Bakugo and Deku versus 9 in the second movie. My Hero is one of my favorite animes of all time, as I've talked about before. Absolutely love this fight. I mean, this is, like I said, this is another fight that I've rewatched multiple times. Not even just this fight, but this movie in general. My favorite My Hero movie that's out currently goes 2, 1, and 3. I hated the third one. So much wasted potential, in my opinion.
I enjoyed it because we got to see Todoroki.
Yes, so much wasted potential, in my opinion. I was very let down by that, but that's beside the point. This fight had Deku and Bakugo basically, like, it starts off with all of the class A working together. And then it moves like people are getting defeated and whatnot. So it just ends up being kind of Bakugo and Midori at the end to basically stand up against 9, who was a villain he's called 9 for a reason, 9 quirks. So they fight him, and their abilities, they're just regular quirks on their own, aren't enough. So what they end up doing is Midoriya passes all for 1 to to Bakugo. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, sorry about that. No, it's 1 for all. That's why I got confused, because it's 1 for all. Because I get those confused all the time. All for one, one for all. Yeah, so 1 for all. So he passes it to Bakugo, and they basically use it together and end up fighting 9 and knocking his ass out. Like, that shit. The animation behind that shit was elite. Like, that's a movie level budget. Like, that shit. You all have. I highly recommend watching that movie. You can watch it without even having to watch the show.
Yeah, I mean, definitely.
Kind of give you a bit of a brief kind of overview of what's going on up to that point, so you kind of know. So you're not going in blind as far as like they talk about the world and the quirks and all that kind of stuff. So you kind of get a feel of what's going on. But you can go in and watch that movie. I'm telling you, it is definitely worth watching. It's legit.
Oh yeah,
that fight. Oh my god.
I would definitely second that shit. That fight is amazing.
Gotta check it out. So that's my number 2.
And we're going into the final. It's the final count. Down.
I'm dead.
My number 1 on my list comes in at my favorite character of all time.
I'm dead. Here we go.
Borough Zoro.
I had to get that shit in there.
We're going against it's Zoro versus Big Mom and Kaido currently in the final arc up to what we have watched right now. I cannot say I do not love this fight right. You have Kid, you have Luffy, you have Law, you have Zoro, you have Killer versus Big Mom and Kaido.
Man.
Two people who on the most famously dangerous crew of all time, probably the Rocks Pirates, versus 5 supernovas of the worst generation.
Man.
Zoro stole the show from all 5 of from all
move,
6 of them. Yeah. First off, this man came in there and they threw the world's powerful move at them.
Man.
Zoro took his sword and said, "You know what? I'm gonna block this and shoot it into the sky.
Man,
now you can't hurt us." Versus Kid doing a big ass shield, or Luffy gumming them out the rocketing them away, or even I don't know what the fuck Killer do. Probably put his scythe up in the air, then die. Or fucking Law just. Oh wait, that's right. I forgot. Room shambles. Now we're over here, and Big Mom and Kaido are over here about to hit the blast. Instead of doing that shit, Zoro said, "You know what? Fuck this. I'm gonna go as one of the only people without a devil fruit power, and use my abilities to shoot this shit in the fucking air. Then I'm gonna go ahead and, with me being injured already, I'm gonna go ahead and knock Big Mom off of the platform." And cut her fire in half. Over and over and over. Zoro has been fucking amazing so far inside this Wano arc. It's something to just look at and love. Like, I cannot love me. I cannot put Zoro. I couldn't put this any farther up the list if I wanted to. Zoro coming in and demonstrating just how powerful he and what we have to see for him coming inside the future. Oh my fucking god. I cannot wait post Wano arc. I cannot wait to see just how strong Zoro actually is. If how he tames Enma. First, if you guys don't know, this is the Enma blade, the great blade that the Shogun what the fuck is this? Odin, yes. That Odin used. The sword that he used to actually cut Kaido the first time, and he would have won. I'm sure he would have won that fight if not for that dude shit. Man. But man, this fight, Zoro, his fights up there. This is why I say this is arc, because it's showing just how powerful Zoro actually has gotten over the past couple of gigs. Sanji had his arc and whole cake. Ooh, you're cute and all, but I'm gonna show you how a real nigga get down. This is how we actually fight right now. Nah, I couldn't put this any more down the list. Zoro's just, he's still in the show up until we can see what happens with.
Nah, facts. I feel it. Okay. Yeah, right. Because I don't. We will not speak about that. Man. Okay. And coming in at my number 1 for top 10 fights is Asta and Yuno versus Zagreus. So, for me, the only reason the Asta Yami versus Dante fight isn't number 1 and switch with this one is because that fight is only like the end of an episode long. This fight that I'm talking about now takes place over the course of multiple episodes, with them having to infiltrate the Shadow Palace to begin with, which is why this was my number one arc. So having them infiltrate the Shadow Palace, all the fights that they have, to meeting up with different people, to getting separated and whatnot, to finally fighting the devil, to finding out everything that happens is a lot, which I talked about earlier from the opening credits and everything. So like, just a fight to get to see them basically at this point at the height of their powers, to go all out to basically knock out the devil, to seeing the first Wizard King, and it's just so much stuff that happens in this fight, that's not just them two fighting against the devil, but that happens with other characters and whatnot, with Patri and all that kind of stuff. And it's just so much that goes into the fight and that happens around the fight. So this is it had to be, it had to be my number one fight, especially because it's my favorite arc, as noted earlier by the top 10 arcs. So that is my number one fight to finish the list off for the night.
We are finally finished.
I'm dead.
With our top 10.
Bad. And our top 10.
In our top 10. So if this was too much heat for you, I can just flame render it and cut the fire in half.
I am dead. This motherfucker. Somebody get his ass.
Go ahead, send Kyle my way. I'm gonna get his ass first. He already scared of the damn blade.
Hell no.
I'm telling you, I seen smoke come from the shit when I opened the package up, bro. I promise you I did.
He said, y'all.
I don't know whether because this was cold and was hot outside and you open it up and the heat comes out, but just know that it was smoke coming from the shit. It was.
Said it really happened.
It really.
Hell no.